An intelligent life form resembling a fungus is found on shuttle remains strewn all over the United States following a space shuttle crash. After the organism infects a person and induces REM sleep, the organism takes over the host and modifies the genetic expression. Director of the CDC looking into the crash Tucker Kaufman was among the first to get sick. Psychologist Carol Bennell, Tucker's ex-wife, starts to notice that people have changed. Wendy Lenk, her patient, states that her husband is not her husband, while a friend of Carol's son exhibits cold, lifeless behavior. Oliver, Carol's son, notices an odd patch of skin on a partygoer at a neighborhood Halloween party. At first, Oliver assumes it's costume makeup. Carol surmises that there might be a link between the skin and rumors of a rapidly spreading illness. Carol delivers the sample for analysis to her friend Dr. Ben Driscoll. Oliver and Carol see a troubled woman die in a vehicle accident. When Carol tries to provide a witness statement at the scene of the accident, an impersonal police officer removes her license plates and tells her to go back to her car. Oliver is dropped off by Carol to spend the weekend at Tucker's residence. Ben and Carol go to a cordial dinner that evening that is attended by Czech diplomat Belisek and Russian diplomat Yorish, together with his wife Luddy. Yorish and Carol argue about how violent people can be. Tucker disguises the spores as a flu vaccination and utilizes the CDC to further spread the illness. When Carol gets home, a Census Department employee attacks her and tries to break into her home. Ben and biologist Dr. Stephen Galliano find that the spore takes over the brain when you're in REM sleep. Luddy, concerned about Yorish's actions, gives Ben a call. Additionally, Ben and Galliano discover that those who have experienced brain-damaging conditions like encephalitis or ATM are resistant to the spore because their prior medical conditions hinder the spore from latching onto the brain tissue. Oliver had ATM as a young boy, which made him immune to the spore. Carol makes the decision to go get Oliver since he could have a solution. In case of an emergency, she joins Ben's team at the Belisek's home before heading to Tucker's residence. There, they see Yorish and the Belisek's companion undergo a metamorphosis. Tucker and a few associates surround Carol as soon as she gets to his residence. He asks her to join him, explaining that the altered humans, free of illogical emotions, are delivering a better society. Tucker spits on Carol, infecting her when she refuses. She makes her getaway and heads back to Ben at the Belisek's home. When Belisek reappears with more transformed individuals determined to infect everyone within the house, they run away. To try to develop a treatment for the virus, Galliano and one of his helpers travel to Fort Detrick in Frederick, Maryland, along with other experts. Ben and Carol split ways in search of Oliver, who texts Carol from Tucker's mother's apartment. Carol goes there and drives Oliver away, but Tucker follows her back, and she has to kill him to stop him. Carol makes plans for Ben to meet. Oliver intervenes to keep Carol from falling asleep while she waits for Ben. When Ben gets there, he's converted. He makes an effort to entice Carol to join the new, violent-free society, but he also bluntly says that individuals with immunity like Oliver have no place in this world. After shooting Ben in the leg, Carol and Oliver run away. Oliver and she are being chased, but they are rescued by a helicopter and taken to the hospital. A vaccine is developed, vaccines are distributed globally, and the alien virus is eradicated in a year. Individuals who were infected are unable to recall what happened to them at that time. After Carol and Ben get back together, society goes back to being emotional and violent.